Little Things by One Direction. For this guitar lesson you will need a guitar, a capo, some fingers on your right hand, some fingers on your left hand, and some ears. So the song starts like this. So first of all I'm going to show you the right hand picking pattern, and then I'm going to show you the left hand, because once you've got the right hand down, the left hand should fall into place. So the picking pattern for your right hand is going to be thumb, it's going to play bass strings and bass notes. Your first finger is going to play the G string, and then these two fingers are going to play E string and B string. Okay, so that's thumb, it's playing the bottom three strings, middle finger on the G, first finger on the G, middle finger on the B, third finger on the E. So we start here, and that's going to be the main picking pattern. So bass, first finger, these two fingers, bass, first finger, these two fingers, bass, first finger. So that's going to be the main picking pattern throughout the verses. Okay, so the first time round, that's the pattern. So I'm not going to change it in the first chord. Then we're going to play 1, 2, 3 notes on the bass string. Is the same. Then playing again, the same pattern, and again same pattern. So this is the part that's slightly different at the end of the verse. So that's bass first, these two, bass, same again. Okay, and then we're back into. Okay, so have a go at that picking pattern. That's mainly for the verses. Now I'll show you the chords for the verse. So the chords, we're going to play a D chord, and then we're going to lift the first finger off. Then when we play those three, we're going to play open, 2, 3. So that's. And then we're going to change from there to the third finger playing the note here, and the first finger is going to come down again to this second fret here. So I'll play that again slowly. So this finger is going to stay here throughout that whole change. Okay, then we're switching this and this. So we're going to come down to first finger, middle finger. Okay, so do it one more time, then we move on to the next chord. Then we're going to take it off again, as we did with the D chord. Then we're going to play a B minor chord, but we're not going to play the top E string, or we're not going to hold it down, we're going to keep that off. So we're going to play the E, open. Then to an A chord. Then, so then we've got fret 3, fret 3, then to an A chord, and then we're back into the D. So one more time, we've got D, open, 2, 3, first finger down onto this fret, B minor, leave the E open, A major, fret 3 on the 2 high and low strings, A chord, back to D. And that's the verse. Then we have what I call the pre-chorus, which goes like this. Okay, so we've got an E minor chord. We're going to bring our little finger down here onto the 2nd fret as well, because we want that kind of pull-off sound. Yeah? And then this hand is playing this pattern here, which you'll notice is the same as earlier. Okay, then we're going to come down to a G type chord, so we've got the 3rd fret here, but this is going to stay on the 2nd. Okay, so we've got, put those two together. Then we got back to B minor, but we're playing the whole chord this time. Then we're going to play an A major, but this hand here is going to play. Okay, so we have A string, G string, B, 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 A, G, A. So one more time. And this time I'll play one more time, play it right. Okay, so that is the pre-chorus. So we got again. Okay, and then here we're just playing. Okay, so then at the end of that we're going back into a G type chord. Back into the verse. For the chorus part, we have an E minor, a G, a D, then we have an A with a C sharp in the bass. It's actually a D with an F sharp in the bass, but for the sake of playing it on here, it's an A shape. And then the 3rd, and you can play that with one finger, so you're going to play those middle 4 strings. We're not playing the high E string, okay? And then the 3rd finger is going to come up here and play the F sharp. Okay, so again, slowly, we have E minor, G, D, A, C sharp on the bass. You play that through a couple of times. And then back to that A minor, sorry, A major. And then at the end, again, we're playing through G twice. And then we have the really quiet part where we're just going to strum once. Which is just an E minor, a G, a B minor, and an A. And then at the end of that, we go back into 2 bars of G, and then it's back into the pre-chorus, and then it finishes on a D chord.